Hi, welcome to Kika. My name is Michelangelo Barques, and this episode has been brought to you today by Kika Institute of HI and YouTube. Now, what we're going to do today is we're going to try to do a little bit of theory, because we all know theory is important. Although I'm not going to be able to get to the nitty gritty of it, but I will try to answer as much as I can. Unless if you write me and say you have a question, then I can answer that as well. All right. Now here is your R. Your R stands for your root. And your root stands for your relative major. Okay, so again, the R is the first degree in the formula. The R stands for the root, and the root is your relative major. So for songs like maybe Surf from Kamaa, to maybe Bob Marley's Redemption song, which starts in G, all of those major comes from the R. A song like maybe House of the Rising Sun doesn't come from the R. It comes from someplace else in the formula. Say the Scorpion, Rock You Like a Hurricane. That doesn't come from the R. It comes from someplace else in the formula. So as you can see, the R is very important. It serves not only as your relative major, but it also serves as a focus point for all your major. All of them, from C to G to D to A to E to B to F sharp to C sharp, all of them. Alright. Now, let's take a look at this. Here we have R22. So if the R stands for your relative major, or maybe more than words, which starts with the key of G, or maybe or any song. Think of a song and see where it starts from. If it starts from the major point of view, then you're taking it from the R, and therefore we can build the scale from there. If you're taking it from the minor point of view, or maybe, because there's a song called Kavika that starts in D minor, that would be someplace else in this list. It doesn't come from the R. Although the R is known as your relative major, so whatever the R is, whatever this note is going to be related to the R, and vice versa. And that's why when we do theory, we memorize the relative major and we memorize the relative minor. Interesting, huh? All right. Alright, now here we have R221, 2221. Now that is your major scale formula. It's very important for you to know that. It's your major scale formula. Any major scale you can think of. C is from here. E major is from here. B minor. It's somewhere around here. It can be related to this, but as of right now, it's not, because I don't want to jump too far. Okay, so the R stands for your relative major, or your relative major root. And then the 2 is going to stand for 2 half steps. So if we're in R and say R is, let's just say for the sake of argument, R is C. Okay, so R is C. So 2 half step, we have to kind of figure that out. So 1 half step stands for 1 half step. So from the R, if you do know your fretboard notes, then this will come in plenty. If you don't, write me and I'll go over that as well. But anyway, your R or C, a half step from C would be C sharp. Now, that would be 1 half step. Well, we have 2. So from C sharp, the next half step over would be D. So we have C, D. All right, let me write that in. All right. Now, what is a half step from D? Well, a half step from D, for those of you who know your fretboard notes, what's the answer? That's right. It would be a D sharp. So what is 2 half steps from D? The answer there would be E. So we have C, D, E. Now from there, whoa, we have a 1. We have a 1 half step movement. So what is this 1 half step movement? This 1 half step movement would be F. And then we get jumped on by the 2. Well, if you kind of know your fretboard notes, if R is the C or the relative major, 2 half steps from C would be D, 2 half steps from D would be E, 1 half step from E would be F, and then 2 half steps from F would be G, 2 half steps from G would be A, and then 2 half steps from the A would be B, and then 1 half steps from the B would be C. And here we have your C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. I told you, this series is a lot to swallow. Alright, now, I want you to notice that I'm making a box underneath the 6th degree. So we're going to label each of these letters as a degree. So this would be my 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree, 5 degree, 6 degree, 7 degree, and 8 degree. So we already know that in a scale system that your root and the 8th degree are going to be the same letter, C. We also know that the R stands for your relative major, or for songs that Girl from Ipanema, that's a jazz tune, that starts with F major. So that would be calculated as the R, or you would put F here instead, and then build your scale from there. Alright, but now, the reason why I put a box underneath the 6th degree is because your 6th degree will be known as your relative minor. Yeah, So songs like House of the Rising Sun, they based it off from the 6th degree. It's still part of the C scale, but it's just based off the 6th degree. Stairway to Heaven, it's still part of the C major scale, but they just base it off the 6th degree. We Watch the Children Pray, E minor. It's still part of the C major scale, but it starts from the 6th degree. All these songs have different keys and different time signatures and yada yada yada, but it all starts from the 6th degree. So now I want you to make a notice on something. I'm putting an asterisk. Oops, wrong one. I'm putting an asterisk on the 7th degree, because your 7th degree would be where your sharp comes in. Now you see, C has no sharps. Everybody knows that. It's common knowledge. Yet, the next scale would have a sharp. And if C has 0 sharp, the next scale would have 1 sharp, the next scale would have 2 sharp, the next scale would have 3 sharp, and so forth. Alright. Now, I know that's a lot to swallow, but let's recap. The R stands for your relative major. Now, the R221, 22221 is your major scale formula. It's where all of our scales come from. Now, if we put C underneath the R and we go C, we have 2 half steps. What's 2 half steps from C? The answer would be D. What's 2 half steps from D? The answer would be E, and then F, G, A, and so forth. Now your root and the 8th degree are always going to be in octaves. That means if you're in the key of A, your root and the 8th degree are going to be in A. If you're in the key of B, your root and the 8th degree are always going to be in B. Huh. Play on words. Alright. So, I'll have you to practice this, and then when I do my next video, we'll kind of talk about how the modes gets into play. Alright? So remember, R2221, 2221, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, C. The 6th degree, relative minor. Okay. So quick test. Hey Jude by the Beatles. Is it off the root or the 6th degree? If you said root, you are correct. Alright. Okay, another test. Hotel California. Now that's a good number. Is it based off the root or the 6th degree? If you said 6th degree, you're correct, because Hotel California starts with the B minor. And it would be a different key, but yes, it would be based off the 6th degree. Alright, I'll have you to swallow this, and then on my next lesson, we'll talk more about the scales and how they fit into this. Alright, my name is Michelangelo Barques. I'll see you later.